The origin of the game that we now call Circus Atari, like so many things that have become iconic in association with the Atari brand name, really had nothing to do with Atari, but instead the creative team at Exidy, who had first produced a headline-grabbing, notoriously violent arcade game called Death Race. I kid you not, Death Race was the original, the first violence in video games scandal. Newspapers really seriously discussed whether or not the game was going to make people into psychopaths or make people more violent in their personal lives. And it did simulate little tiny stick figures like this being run over intentionally by cars again and again and again, with significantly a screaming sound each time they died. Of course, sound technology was very primitive in arcade games at that time. The original uncensored version of Circus as an arcade game by Exidy continued in this sort of headline-grabbing shock horror tradition. And it actually zoomed in to show you the stick figure lying on the ground with a broken leg screaming. It was approximately the same scream effect they'd used in Death Race. This really horrifying jump cut every single time you died. And as you've noticed, especially if you're not good at the game, you die every few seconds. It would help to have spinner or paddle controls, of course, instead of this D-pad. So what you're looking at here is actually an adaptation of the sort of censored, watered-down version of the game. The first real, violence in video games scandal.